Hello, I'm Caroline Carter, and this is The Caroline Carter Show. It's so wonderful to be here again and in the studio lounge, of course. We are still in some kind of lockdown. It's really great to be here. It's wonderful to have you out there knowing that you're looking into me and well, I'm coming into you, and it's so great. So last time we met up, there was a little bit of echo, so I'm hoping that's not happening this time. Hello, 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 it's Caroline, Carter. Oh, we are gonna have some fun this evening. But first, I would like to introduce my very wonderful co-host, the inimitable Mr. Tony Hudson. There he goes. He's making his way to the keys, and as we are still doing this ourselves, I will be now being a stage manager, come host in one go. So on the outside, I am your host. On my inside, I have a stage manager. I'm cozy in my camper van, driving through the land. I'm cozy in my camper van, feeling kinda grand. I'm cozy in my camper van, gigging every town, that's my plan. I'm cozy in my camper van, ooh-wee. I'm cozy in my camper van, living the country dream. I'm cozy in my camper van, keeping it nice and clean. I'm cozy in my camper van, if I get caught short I use a baked bean can. I'm cozy in my camper van, ooh-wee. I've been to Macclesfield, Huddersfield, Ipswich, Bath and Gwent. I've been more cozy than Jesus was at land. The only devil to sell my soul is Mr. Ginster at the Texaco. I'm cozy in my camper van, ooh-wee. Yee-haw! Take it away, Tony, take it away. Cozy, cozy, staring at the stars. Cozy, cozy, thrumming on my guitar. Cozy, cozy, sometimes with a man. I'm cozy in my camper van, ooh-wee. Cozy in my camper van with a gas fire and TV. I'm cozy in my camper van watching Dallas on repeat. I'm cozy in my camper van with a white wine in my hand. I'm cozy in my camper van, ooh-wee. Yee-haw! Oh, how wonderful. Well, that's kicked off the show with a good old cozy in my camper van. And, well, as some of you know, I do tour around the UK and its adjoining islands quite prolifically. Prolifically. Did you hear that, Tony? That was beautiful, by the way, Tony. Thank you. And, so I get about, as they say. Here she comes again, Caroline. And it's really, really wonderful. And I love it so much. So it's quite hard at the moment not to be able to go to all these wonderful places that I've visited over the years. But hey, I'm here and we're going to have some fun this evening. Woo! I am so hot. And I know you're all thinking the same thing. I'm just going to take my jacket off. There we go. So I tell you what, I'm just going to have a quick look on the old chat and see who's about this evening. Yeah? Well, someone has already said, come on, roommates. So, yes, that is our very special guest this evening. We have roommates back with us, and we just love them. They're just such perfect human beings. Anyway, I'm now going to tell you a little story. It's story time at the Caroline Carter Show. So, I was in this lovely pub one time. You know, they have an open mic night there every Tuesday at the Brewery Tab in way out west. And this story is from the book The Bad Men of the West. And that's West London we're talking about. So I was in the pub in West London in Brentford called the Brewery Tab, and it's just a little place that's got little steps up to it and a door right in the middle, right by the canal. So it's quite high up, so it doesn't get flooded out. And I was in there, as I say, for an open mic night. It's really, really lovely do, you know. It's a mixture of saxophonists, geriatric guitarists, and old ladies that tell filthy poetry. So I was sat at the bar and I was just chatting to some old guy there with a big old white beard that he'd grown before hipsters were invented. And he told me the story about this guy that he once knew. It's a beautiful story, and I'd like to tell it to you now. Now I've got a tale to tell you about a man named Joe. And every man just like you, or someone you may know. His boots have metal toe caps. He wears a high-vis vest. His cart has studded mud flaps. His hair's a yellow crest. They call him Joe the Mow from the highways depot. The bondage trousered broom man with a 6-inch high Mohican. So first thing Monday morning, Joe arrived to start the day. He was shocked to find his mud flaps in the dustbin where they lay. A company called Serco had bought the rights to sweep the roads. And for Joe to keep on working, they said that Mohican had to go. They call him Joe the Mow from the highways depot. The bondage-trousered broom man with a 6-inch high Mohican. Well, in that case, Joe decided it was time for him to leave. He'd sweep up for the people, not for a private company. He told his boss to stick his job and turned his back on him. The boss became incensed and threw a dustbin lid at him. The bin lid missed by an inch and clattered to the ground. The yard went quiet as a grave. Joe quickly spun around. He twitched, picked up his shovel, and the sun shone off his crest. The boss man called in his heavies, then stripped down to his vest. They call him Joe the Mow from the highways depot. The bondage-trousered broom man with a 6-inch high Mohican. Joe's road-sweeping comrades knew the battle was at hand. They proudly stood beside him and prepared to make a stand. The two gangs went to battle with their dustpans and their brooms, with their buckets and their shovels. An unholy war ensued. When the dust had settled, Joe lay there on the ground. He didn't move a muscle. He didn't make a sound. His broken body lay there. It was clear that he was dead, as the blood on his Mohican turned the yellow into red. They call him Joe the Mo from the highway's depot, the bondage trouser brewman with a 6-inch wide Mohican. His death caused quite a scandal. Joe was known throughout the land as not the last of the Mohicans, but a man who stood his ground. A glorious granite statue raised in Hounslow by and by, and the plaque read Carpe Diem, punk rock will never die. The moral of this story: by thine own self be true. Be sure to fight for justice in everything you do. Protect the things that matter and stand up for kith and kin. And before you drop that litter, please put it in the bin. They call him Joe the Mo from the highway's depot, the bondage trousered brewman with a 6-inch high Mohican. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Tony. That was really wonderful. So, well, that's the story of Joe. And it was an amazing place, the Brewery Tap, actually. The guy that used to run the open mic night, he was a beautiful man called Brian, and he had a leather waistcoat and a little tiny plaited pigtail at the back. And he'd get around and he'd always make sure everyone got up and had a little sing-song or play an instrument or, you know, whatever they wanted to do. And he would, as they were doing it, he'd move around the pub with his maracas, just playing his... So wonderful. Quite the spirit. And I went back there recently and, well, sadly, Brian's no more. I spoke to someone at the bar and they said that, unfortunately, he'd fallen off a ladder, and so they had a beautiful picture of him up behind the bar to remember him by. Actually, a friend of mine, the wonderful Moni Carvey, who came all the way from Australia to see me, she came over, and I said to her, come on, we've got to go to this night. It's really fantastic. So this was when I was living just up the road from Brentford in Kew. And so we went over and charged on down there, and we dressed up a little bit, you know, like you do. She had her double denim on, which was fantastic, and lovely flower in her hair. And well, it's, as I said before, the pub is raised up and there's a door, and there's, you know, it's on two sides, and you open the door and the door goes straight into the bar, and it's like a real proper saloon, you know. And of course, we opened the door, we walked in, and it went quiet. It went so quiet. And in the corner, we heard a woman say, "Oh my God." So we stilled our nerve and we walked to the bar, and gradually people started chatting again, and the night went on, and soon enough they started chatting to us and coming over, and well, she just said, "Where are you two ladies from? You know, what do you do?" And we said, "Well, we're in the entertainment business." And she said, "Oh, that must be why you're so flamboyant." And, well, we couldn't argue with that, could we? Anyway, so that's Joe the Mo, the Brewery Tap in Brentford. If you ever get a chance, get on down there. It's a wonderful place full of human spirits. Now, last time we were on this show, we did a song, and I understand that it was quite echoey. So we'd like to do that song again. And it's quite an important song to me. And, well, recently I've moved to Brighton and, well, Hove. But, you know, it's all under one big happy umbrella of yummy mummies and kind of, green thinking bodies and lots of women of a certain age who just are so full of spirit and life and really embracing the world in front of them. So this is a song I wrote for all of those women. Thank you, Tony. There comes a time in every woman's life, out of the blue, a lightning bolt will strike. My mother failed to tell me life could change so fast, and now I sweat like an old glass blower's ass. I know I've changed, but for the better. I may be harder under the collar. I know it's changed. My dry vagina is a reminder of days gone by. So now I find this mountain's hard to climb. I relieve myself about 3 times a night. I may be kind one moment, then the next I'm cruel. I've seen my waist go from a pony to a mule. I know I've changed, but for the better. I may be hotter under the collar. I know it's changed. My dry vagina is a reminder of days gone by. Now my Aunt Flo's departed on the train. The painters won't be round my house again. Despite this pause, my inner cougar will not be denied, and I will wear my leopard print with pride. I know I've changed, but for the better. I may be hotter under the collar. I know it's changed. My dry vagina is a reminder of days gone by. Is a reminder of days gone by. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I did run out of, sort of something that I needed. So I went into my shed and I found this wonderful pot of rooting gel, and it just did the job perfectly. So, Tony, that was beautifully played. Thank you so much. Are you having a nice time?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Tony and I have been locked down now for, how long is it, Tony?
Don't know.
Like 4 or 5 months?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, since that first announcement, when we were rehearsing away and, Tony was here. But actually, Tony, you have been home to see the kids, haven't you? Which has been really nice. Just the once. So, why don't we all get our energy up and do a little dance? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's dance time. So you can either get out of your seat. If you don't want to, you don't have to. You can just stay exactly where you are. And there's lots of arm movements, so you can just do those too. Or do you know what? You can just watch. So here we go. So I'm going to move that back a little bit there, Tony, and bring this forward a little bit so you can hear what I'm doing. And well, you know, during this time we've had lots of different easings of lockdowns and various moments have occurred where they've said, okay, now you can meet up with someone outside of your house or meet up with someone inside their house. And one of the main things that happened was, well, being able to go back to the good old boozer. And some people have just taken to that with absolute full-on verve. And so, as I said before, I live in Brighton and it's a bit of a party town. And when that lockdown eased up and they all went down the pub, it was quite a sight to behold. So I've made up a little dance here that I'd all like you to join in on that is a tribute to that moment. And it goes like this. So we start with the usual simple step that just goes from side to side. And if you're staying seated, you can just move your arms like this from side to side. So we go step, step, and then we take a pint. Go along, back again, take a little pint. And let's do that again, because we're going to drink the pints tonight. Oh, yeah. There we go. That's lovely. That's really wonderful. So the next one we're going to do is having a good old chat. And we take a little step forward, and then our arms go up and down. And as we come up, the arms go up again. And as we come forward, we go down. And if you're staying seated, you just go, oh! That is such a funny anecdote. Whoa. And everyone's sharing all their lockdown anecdotes now. It's quite something. So we go forward and back. Oh, you're so funny. Okay, so we'll put those two together. Here we go. So we speed up this one a little bit because those pints are going down fast. Okay, here we go. And here we go. Step. Take a pint. Oh yeah, that's tasty. Very good. Now, after drinking all those pints, you might just want to find yourself the toilet. So, you know, we have to make sure that we use lots of hand sanitizer and wash our hands now. So we're just going to take a little step. And we get up and we go march to the toilet, trying to get one foot in front of the other. Here we go. So we go step, step, step. And then we take a rock forward and a rock back and a rock forward and a rock back. So there we are. So then as we're doing it, we're putting our hands so whoa, rocking back, going forward, under the tap, rocking back, whoa, taking the soap, under the tap, turning the tap off. That's the dryer's broken. So we go back, take a little wiping that off, okay. Well, and then maybe we'll just take another couple of pints. There you go. And then it's the big, long walk home. And so for this, we're going to do a do-si-do. But if you're staying seated, you can just move your arms in a circle as though you're trying to find your way home. So here we go. There we go. Step back home, and then we just find the moment where we just take a little turning round, getting that key in the door. There we go. In. Open. Oh, and we're in. Okay, let's try and put all that together, shall we? So here we go. This is the lockdown, lick down, down the pub. Okay, thank you, Tony. Take a pint. Have another pint. Oh, should we have another pint? Let's have another pint. You didn't. No. Gotta go to the loo. Well done, everyone. I say, I just got up a little bit of a sweat there, Tony.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what that's like, don't you, Tony? You've seen me in a little bit of a sweat before. So, well, that was a great tune you were playing there on your accordion.
Thanks.
Nice. What's it called?
Winchester Cathedral.
Winchester Cathedral.
Yeah. Winchester Cathedral.
Oh, great. So that song's called Winchester Cathedral.
Yeah. Winchester Cathedral.
Winchester Cathedral.
Yeah.
As in Winchester Cathedral.
As in the cathedral in Winchester.
Winchester in Hampshire. Like UK.
I think so.
So someone has.
I mean, there's like a Winchester in America, isn't there?
Well, I
think it's a British band. They probably it's Winchester. It's Winchester.
Well, the A34 of the A34.
Yeah.
Winchester Cathedral of the A34.
Yeah.
So someone has written a song about Winchester Cathedral.
Yeah.
Someone's written a song about a building, Tony.
Yeah. A cathedral.
In Winchester.
Yeah.
So they're a bit like me. They go around. They go around the country and they write songs, whereas I write songs about people that I've met on my travels. They write songs about buildings.
Well, I don't know if they have written lots of other songs about other buildings.
But it's about Winchester Cathedral.
Yeah. Well, I mean, unless they were writing a song about a cathedral and they just looked on a list of places that had cathedrals and they picked that one. But I expect that they actually went to Winchester. I expect they were in Winchester and they saw Winchester Cathedral and they just went, and it's somehow the event, whatever. I don't know what the song's about. Shall I get the lyrics?
There are lyrics.
Yeah, it was a song in the 60s.
I'd love that, Tony. We would love to hear the lyrics, wouldn't we? We'd like to know what the lyrics are. All of you lovely people at home, just say now, would you like to, is Tony okay? He seems a bit melancholy. You okay, Tony?
Yeah, I'm all right.
He's okay. He's going to go and get the lyrics for Winchester Cathedral. That's a great idea, Tony.
Now?
Yeah, if you do that now, because actually, this is the moment that we've all been waiting for, which is absolutely fantastic. And we are bringing into the studio lounge the fabulous roommates, the wonderful Tay and Loz. So I am going to go onto my computer here in the way that we do. There we go. Oh, look at those beauties. Hello, you two.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Good. Yeah, we're good, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
You?
What have you been up to? How's life in lockdown together?
Yeah, it's been okay. We've been learning some new stuff. We've picked up a couple things.
Yeah, chlamydia.
Yeah, chlamydia. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's a bit uncomfortable, isn't it?
A little bit uncomfortable. Yeah.
Yeah, slightly.
So what else have you been getting up to, ladies?
I learned how to embroider.
Yeah. And I've been back at work, which has been a bit.
That's why I started the embroidery, because I've just been so lonely.
Oh, Loz, that's
Yeah.
sad. Have you been missing Taylor?
Yeah, we've spoken about it. You know how I feel. I feel slightly jealous of everyone else who gets to spend time with her. So
yeah,
it's been difficult. But I'm throwing myself into my art embroidery. So
yeah,
and
it's a beautiful artistic pursuit, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's wonderful. What picture are you doing, Loz?
At the moment, it's just a really big glass of wine.
That's fantastic.
And I think that, the symbolism, we all know what that means. So
yeah, we certainly do.
Yeah.
Well, I'm really happy to have you here again, of course. I've said this before, but it was so wonderful when I met you two guys just busking outside Bath Spa, and I just knew I had to give you an opportunity. So
you just picked us up and put us in your pocket.
That's right. Yeah. Oh, Taylor. No, I haven't frozen.
Caroline, what's she like?
Anyway, so I think we're ready. I think we're ready now to hear your song. Are you going to tell us what you're singing for us this week, please, ladies?
Do you want to take?
Well, so we're going to be singing a song called Telescope from the TV show Nashville.
Wonderful. So that's fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to have some new country here tonight, and it is going to be sung by the wonderful, fantastic Roommates. Take it away.
Won't do no good if you run from me. There ain't no cheating scheme in my heart, don't see. You left your troubles in my head, in my head. You left your secrets in my bed, in my bed. You're like the cover of a book that's been read, baby. I know what line is coming next, coming next. You can't hide from me. There ain't no tricks that you can try on me. I know your every move before you even breathe, baby. Thinking you know something I don't know, but my eyes and my eyes and my eyes are like a telescope.
You're kissing her when my head is turned. You must be crazy, baby, haven't you learned? You can't deceive me, silly child, silly child.
I don't believe that pretty smile, pretty smile. My intuition can see for miles and miles, baby. Every little sin and everywhere you've been, you can't hide from me. There ain't no tricks that you can try on me. I know your every move before you even breathe, baby. Thinking you know something I don't know, but my eyes and my eyes, you can't hide from me. There ain't no tricks that you can try on me. I know your every move before you even breathe, baby. Thinking you know something I don't know, but my eyes and my eyes and my eyes are like a telescope. My eyes see, my eyes see, my eyes see.
Well, that was absolutely fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're so wonderful, you two together. Now, tell me, how long have you known each other?
5 years.
5 years.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
It is a long
And
time.
you've been joined at the hip the whole time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty much.
Beautiful, beautiful. So, well, what I've noticed, Taylor, is that you were actually playing an instrument this week.
Yes.
I know, it makes a change, doesn't it?
Yeah. So,
It's very high tech, actually.
talk us through your percussion instrument, Taylor.
So this is we'll
We'll
show
show you the working of it, because it's very...
This is the broken top of a table that our friend stood on and broke. A pillowcase from one of the cushions on the sofa, and an incense holder available on Amazon.
I'm absolutely loving that. I think that's so innovative. You know, all those, during lockdown there were all those crafty things that you could do, like, they show you how to turn something into something, and kind of how to sew up all your crutches with wool and things like that, and you've really gone for it there. Have you done a YouTube tutorial on it?
Yes, there's a really fun little site called 5 Minute Crafts, and they just teach you the world of things.
And also, Taylor's dad is a drummer, so she has this natural talent for rhythm, and I think she's just used her creativity to give us a little...
Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
It's great. It's wonderful, isn't it? And what I really love is that kind of sort of slightly strange dichotomy of the incense stick. If you hold it up again, please. There you go, Tay. And it's got it's got the stars, and it's got a little beautiful CND sign there. And you bought it on Amazon.
Yes. Yeah, supporting independent businesses.
Two for a pound.
Peace and love, not war.
Not war, no.
A multinational corporation where someone owns most of the world. But anyway. So we swiftly move on from there. There's a few messages here for you guys.
Oh.
There's Dr. A. Do you know Dr. A?
No, not off the top of my head.
Or maybe it's the gynae that you went to see for your chlamydia.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's come on, roommates.
Oh,
so he's rooting for you, quite literally. And then we've got, what have we got? Well, Mikey Smith is saying next stop Pilton Pop, which is fantastic. So yeah, we're really hoping to be at Glastonbury next year at the festival. And you'll come with me, won't you, ladies?
Definitely. 100%.
Howdy. Oh, well, let's see who we've got here watching right now is Tay. It is your proud dad, as he calls, Paul Bond.
Hi, Paul.
Howdy, Paul. Thank you for teaching your daughter such wonderful skills. She's really...
As you can see, I sped up halfway through, which is just a true Paul Bond moment.
Well, drummers can't keep time anyway, so if anything, you're right on the money.
Oh dear, I'm looking forward to. Tell me how that conversation goes after this.
I will. I'll keep you updated.
Anyway, bravo, Mikey Smith saying bravo. So isn't that wonderful? Lots of lovely comments from lots of lovely people. Dr. A, oh dear, that's all getting a bit strange now. I'm not sure I should say this.
What does it say?
Your doctor has said the blonde is something else. Well, that's nice, isn't it?
Thank you.
Oh, my
Wow.
dad's commented.
Yeah, I'd like to think, Dr. A, that we live in a slightly different world now. But there you go, probably not. There's a fantastic, actually, I should tell you, ladies, there's a fantastic barber shop not far from here. And every time I walk past it, I just, I just can't quite believe it, really. But it's called, right across the top, Gentlemen Prefer Blondes.
Aww. They made that just for me.
They made that just for you.
Yeah.
I used to be blonde.
But during the lockdown, they actually ended up selling vegetables. So they obviously like vegetables as well.
Gentlemen prefer vegetables.
I often find you can substitute a blonde with a vegetable anyway.
You would substitute a blonde with a vegetable.
A
She
marrow,
would.
maybe.
A marrow would be
A
nice.
marrow.
Yeah. Super. Anyway, thank you, Dr. A, for your really, informative and
Progressive.
really up to the minute, up to date comment. Anyway, Paul Bond has sent 2 hearts to you, lovely ladies.
Aww.
Very good. So it's been wonderful having you here again. Will you stay and carry on watching the show with me?
Of course we will.
Fabulous.
We need to stop. We need to spend some time apart.
Oh, you girls. Anyway, really lovely to have you back, and we'll have you again, won't we?
Yes, please.
Of course you can.
That was a beautiful song, really beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, say bye.
See you soon. Bye.
There.
Oh, absolutely lovely. We love the roommates. Tony's coming back in now, and he's got a piece of paper in his hand, which is.
Do you want to read these or shall I read them?
I don't mind. You can read them, Tony. So Tony has been off and he's been doing a bit of Googling, as they say, and he's actually found the lyrics to Winchester Cathedral, which I believe Peter Crisp has said on the chat here that he really loves that song. So Peter, you're now going to hear the lyrics.
This is sort of a bit like a poetry reading now, isn't it? Right, the lyrics go. Winchester Cathedral, you're bringing me down.
You need to do it to the audience.
Oh, right.
Tony, that's it.
I'll start again. Winchester Cathedral, you're bringing me down. You stood there and watched as my baby left town. You could have done something, but you didn't even try. You didn't do nothing. You let her walk by. Now everyone knows just how much I need her. That girl. Are you that girl? That's in brackets. She wouldn't have gone far away if only you'd started ringing your bell.
Well, that is quite a song, Tony.
Yeah.
So he's talking about a building that is in love with a person.
No, he's in love with the person, but the girl, she was going to go, but because the Winchester Cathedral didn't do something, then the girl went away.
I see. So because the cathedral didn't ring its bell,
Yeah,
the girl went away.
it seems unfair.
It seems absolutely ludicrous. I've never heard anything so ridiculous in my whole life.
To put that on the cathedral,
To make a cathedral responsible
for somebody's going.
missed opportunity with someone.
Yeah.
It seems so cruel. So cruel. So, this next song is, well, what I'd like to say is that, I recognise that during this time and everyone has been, mind my hair. Why am I putting my guitar on? I'm not using it, am I, Tony?
No.
No. I'm going to take my guitar off again because I'm not using it for this particular song. But I just, I quite like the action. Anyway, this is a song, and I do, as I said before, I do travel around the UK and its highways and byways, and I get to listen to all sorts of people's stories, and I turn those stories into song. And I've met some amazing people, and it's a beautiful job to have. But as you know, I haven't really been able to do that lately. So apart from the odd conversation on the phone, and of course talking to the wonderful roommates, I've become a little bit more introspective, as I'm sure a lot of people have, and we've all been wondering about our lives and where they went and how they went and where they're going. So I'd like to sing a song for you now. That's something I've been thinking about. I grew up a funny kind of kid. I would spend hours sniffing Marmite lips. Daddy and I would run on the beach. I'd fall on the rocks and graze my knees. Daddy's little princess was my name. We'd go to Wimpy, I'd have a Knickerbocker glory, he'd have the same. Then one day, playing hide and seek, Daddy disappeared for half a week. Oh, Daddy, why did you leave me when I needed you most? Daddy, I wandered through the house thinking I was a ghost. Daddy, why did you turn your back on me? I was only a kid, and you did that to me. And then I turned around, and my daddy was gone. I thought he'd be there forever, but I was wrong. He'd sneaked out in the dead of night with a tarty makeup artist from the Isle of Wight. I walked along that beach, oh, missing you. It drove me crazy. I turned to sniffing glue. That was when my troubles began, going in search to replace that man. Oh, Daddy, why did you leave me? We were having some fun. Daddy, playing those games wasn't so good with Mom. Daddy, I know you turned your back on me. I was only a kid, and you did that to me. I grew up to live and work the streets. I'd pick up any man that I would meet. Then one day I saw you standing there, tall, dark, handsome, a Stetson, oh yeah. You picked me up and looked into my eyes, and then you told me to hold my head up high. Then you sang me your country song, and in that moment I knew right from wrong. Oh, Daddy, why did you leave me when I needed you most? Daddy, I wandered through the house thinking I was a ghost. Daddy, why did you turn your back on me? I was only a kid and you did that to me. Oh, Daddy, all I ever wanted was to be understood. Daddy, I know you can't hear me, but I'm feeling real good. Daddy, I know you turned your back on me, but now I found country, I feel real free. Oh, Daddy. Thank you. Thank you, Tony. That was beautifully played.
Very nice.
Really lovely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you know, it's important, isn't it, to make sure that we always take situations that maybe have caused us difficulty or pain and make them positive ones. And, you know, I was kind of determined to be understood after that. And so I'm now singing country, which is fantastic for me. And also, you know, when I was a teenager at school, and Mr. Larman, he said to me, do you know, I was doing my drama class with him, and he was my drama teacher and English teacher, and he said, do you know, Caroline, you might as well stop doing this now, because you're never going to make it in entertainment. And, well, here I am, so fuck you, Mr. Larman. So now, Tony, I think it would be really lovely for us to do a little duet.
Yeah.
As I said before, we've been hanging out together and spending quite a lot of time together. So this is my, there we go. Let's have a look. We made a little tune just a couple of days ago.
Sorry. Flippity flip flip.
I've put them. Oh, thank you, Tony. What would I do without you? Looking after me all the time.
Can you see the words all right on the right hand page?
I can see the words, thanks very much. So we just popped this little song together, and well, actually it's taken from a tune that was put together by Tammy Wynette and George Jones. So, but we've changed it up a little bit to reflect our time together here in lockdown.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready, thank you.
1, 2, 3.
How I tingled when you kissed my lips. We go together.
Sitting in a cafe eating egg and chips. We go together.
Just like the taste of wine and cheese.
What good's a carrot without some peas? What good are you if you don't have me? We go together.
after day we hold each other, we go together.
Your face reminds me of your mother, the day I met her.
Just like a bike with 15 gears,
Just like a seaman with salty tears, just like a bush needs big old shears. We go together. We go together like a teenage crush, just like a toilet that needs a brush, just like a pessary that needs some thrush. We go together. We go together like peaches and cream, just like a night that needs a dream, just like a song that needs a theme. We go together. We go together. We go together.
day after day we hold each other, even feels better.
Your face reminds me of your mother, the day I met her.
Just like a tonic with a gin,
Just like a bin bag in a bin, just like a penis and its foreskin. We go together. We go together like sausage and mash, just like a tramp that needs some cash, just like a hippie that needs some cash. We go together. We go together like a horse and cart, just like a devil that needs a heart, just like a granny that needs a fart. We go together.
Oh, that was really wonderful, Tony. And well, it looks like we're coming to the end of our lovely evening together with everybody. I'm just going to have a little look here and see how everyone is. I did want to show you a little something, which I'm going to have to bring up to the screen first of all. Here we are. This is someone sent this in from the last time that we did the show, and I don't know if you remember or if you were here before. I did a number that was called "Nobody Fancies a Pigeon Anymore," which was written after this wonderful man who I met in Yorkshire, who was desperate because his son was no longer interested in following the family business of pigeon fancying, and he nipped off down to London to become a website designer. Anyway, someone had seen that song, and she's such a beautiful lady, and she made something for me and sent it on down to me here. She's from Scotland. Oh, well, I was desperately trying to focus then, and I was really struggling then, that lens. But anyway, it is a very beautiful, perfectly formed little pigeon, and it was made by the fantastic Ray Yen Song. And I just love the fact that her surname is Song. Isn't that just beautiful? And she's a very crafty lady and, well, an amazing artist, and she's based in Scotland. So if you fancy a little pigeon, or in fact some really, really beautiful other bags and things like that, she's called Ray Yen Song. And look her up on Instagram or whatever people look things up on. So I'm going to have a little look here and see who's anyone else has said anything. We've got Martin Smith is there. Hi Martin, lovely to see you, sweetheart. Hope you're doing well. All that walking and running and Peter Crisp has said that was beautiful playing from Tony, and Tony it was. What would I do without you? Lovely. So yeah, there we go. There's a lovely message there from Sarah Brookbank, who says R.I.P. Joe the Mo. She's really feeling that. And, oh, there is the lovely Sylvia Fratelli. Howdy, she says. Howdy, Sylvia. Well, we've had a wonderful time. Oh, Fred Morrison, LOL. Fantastic. Lloyd James, big smiles. There we are. How lovely. Sarah Brook, yes, well, Sarah Brookbank is actually from Salisbury, and I don't know if you know this, but Salisbury Cathedral has a huge spire, and she's just said Salisbury Cathedral would have rung its bell, and it certainly would. So maybe they should have sung a song. Oh, but there wouldn't be a song if... Anyway. Well, I think that's it from us this evening. I'm going to come back up to camera, and I'd just like to say I've had a wonderful time, Tony. Have you had a wonderful time? Yeah? Great. So, I'm going to go up to camera now, Tony. Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, I can barely leave. I've had such a fabulous time with you, and there we go. I've had such a lovely time this evening, and I do hope that we will be able to hang out with each other again. You know, it is difficult times, but let's try and stay positive, shall we? And send all our best wishes to those that are having a very, very difficult time. And just be safe and be kind to each other. And remember, 5 months ago, we had no idea what all this was going to be about or what was going on, and people were hoarding toilet paper and going crazy and out of their minds, thinking that the world has ended. Well, here's the thing. The world hasn't ended. It's still as crazy as ever. But you know, you can do your bit within that crazy world to make it better. So, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say good night. I love you, and I hope to see you again soon. And maybe it might just be out on that country road. Bye-bye. You can turn it off now, Tony.